So since the Biden administration took office on January 20th, they have already started making some changes. Biden has already signed several different executive orders, and a lot of them are around economic relief. In this video, I'm going to talk about all the different changes that are happening and kind of explain them. And some of them are around stimulus checks, and some of them are around like the minimum wage. And then others are still like really important, but I haven't seen a lot of people talk about them. So I did some digging and I went online and I tried to summarize all the things that I think people would want to know about, and I'm just going to go through them in this video. And I'm filming this on January 23rd, so this is everything that's happened up to this point. So I know things are going to keep changing. A lot has happened in the past week, so I'm sure even more things are going to happen, but this is up until January 23rd. So the first thing I want to talk about are student loans. As you may already know, since March of 2020, federal student loans have been paused, meaning you don't have to make payments, and also they are not accruing any interest. That was supposed to end at the end of this month, at the end of January, but Biden's made it so that it has been extended all the way through September 30th of 2021. So we do not have to make any payments on student loans. They are not accruing any interest as long as they're federal. If they're private, if you have private student loans, then you're kind of out of luck, and I'm sorry. But if you have federal student loans, then this is perfect for us because we don't have to pay any money on that, which is kind of like amazing because this has been going on since March. So that's going to be a whole year. Then April, May, June, July, August, September. That is 18 months of no student loan payments, which is incredible. I never thought this day would come, but it's here, people. So take advantage of that. Either use that extra money to like survive if you need if that's what you need to do. But if you have other financial goals like me, I've been paying off other debt. But I think I'm going to buy a house this year, so I'm saving up money for that. And then also, if you don't have any other financial goals, then like maybe start paying off the student loans because this is a pretty nice time. They're not accruing any interest, so you can really, get some really big progress on that. He did not say if any student loans are going to be forgiven. He has not said that yet. I'm hoping that day comes, but until it actually comes, I don't think we should count on that until it actually happens. So just plan accordingly and like keep that in the back of your mind, like that may happen. But until it does happen, I'm not going to act like it is going to happen. Another thing I want to talk about is minimum wage. So he is increasing it to $15 an hour, but there is a catch. He's increasing it for federal workers, not everybody. So like people who work at like McDonald's, that's not going to be increased to $15 an hour. Not that it shouldn't be, but it's not happening now at this point. It is just for federal workers. Another big change is who can qualify for unemployment benefits. So previously, let's say you had a job, you got laid off because of, everything going on. So you're laid off, you're searching for a new job, you keep searching, eventually you find one. But if you take that job, you are putting yourself at risk. Like it's a type of job where you'd have to deal with like the general public or something, but you would be at risk to get COVID if you took that job. Let's say you have like a pre-existing condition and you're at a higher risk. Like if you get COVID, you're at a higher risk of dying. So you're like, well, I don't want to put myself at risk to die, so I'm not going to take that job. If you had done that, the government would be like, hey, you had a job offer, you just didn't take it, so we're not going to pay you like unemployment anymore. That is being changed. So now if you were in that same situation and you still chose your own personal health over a job, then the government would still pay you unemployment benefits. So that's a huge thing. Next thing I want to talk about are stimulus checks. So at the very end of December, the government decided to give everyone who qualifies $600 stimulus checks. But I already got mine, but there's about like 8 million people who have not gotten it. So one thing Biden wants to do is like work with the Treasury Department and figure out like why haven't those 8 million people gotten their checks yet, and like let's speed up this process to get those people their $600. So that's one thing that's happening. Another thing is we're going to get the remaining $1,400, so that the $1,400 combined with the $600 will now have a $2,000 check. I would like, I would just like a $2,000 check, but they're just gonna add it up so that like when you add it up, it's $2,000. But that remaining $1,400 is on the way. I don't know how soon, but it should be coming. The last subject I want to talk about is like food insecurity, all the people who don't have enough food to eat right now. There should be some help that is coming for that. So one thing that's happening is they are increasing food stamp benefits by 15%. So I think it differs by states, but whatever is the max amount in your state for food stamp benefits, that is going to be increased by 15%. Fun fact, did you know that food stamps is not like the actual name? It's actually the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP. And we just call it food stamps. Fun fact, I didn't know that. Another thing that's going to happen is the pandemic EBT program is going to be increased by 15%. And that program is for students who have qualified for free or reduced meals at school. According to the White House, this could provide a family with 3 children an additional $100 in support per month. And last but not least, food stamps, or SNAP, is under what's called the Thrifty Food Plan. Never knew that existed. But basically, Biden thinks that whole program is very outdated. According to the fact sheet from the White House, the plan is out of date with the economic realities most struggling households face when trying to buy and prepare healthy food. So they just want to, so Biden wants the USDA to like reevaluate that whole plan and I guess make it fit for today's families. So those are the economic, financial changes that I was able to find. Again, he's signed other executive orders, and I think he's been doing a lot in his like first, what is it, 4 days at this point. But these are the things that I wanted to highlight and just make sure that everyone is aware. So I hope this video was helpful. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, share it so that other people can see, and leave some comments down below, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And I'll see you in another video. Bye.